Losing a pet is like losing a piece of your heart. If you're struggling with grief, you're not alone. At My Dog Died, we understand the pain and are here to support you. Visit us today and find comfort, guidance, and a community that cares. We received a letter from someone who's lost their pet and have allowed us to share their story so that it will help other listeners deal with the loss of their pet. Remember, if you like this video, please support us with a like, subscribe, and share. Today's letter comes from Sara, a 37-year-old from Salt Lake City, Utah. It's about her beloved Rockie, a 17-year-old golden retriever who was, in her words, the best Velcro dog ever. Dear Don, it's been just over a week since I said goodbye to Rockie. I still can't say those words without tears. I had to make the decision to have him euthanized at home. He was just so tired, his legs barely held him up, and his eyes looked at me with a quiet plea. I didn't want to understand at first. He gave me 17 of the best years of my life, and it felt like betrayal to even consider letting him go. Rockie wasn't just my dog. He was my shadow, my anchor, my silent therapist through some of the darkest and brightest days of my life. If I moved from the couch to the kitchen, he was right behind me. Bathroom trips, there he was. Phone calls on the porch, right by my feet. I used to joke that if I ever needed surgery, they'd have to operate on Rockie too, just to keep him close. He had this habit of resting his chin on my knee whenever I was sad. He didn't bark much, but he felt everything. When I was going through my divorce, I would cry on the floor, and Rockie would just press into me like he was trying to hold me together with the weight of his body. And somehow, it worked. Every time. In the last year, I watched him age quickly. The stairs became hard, then impossible. His beautiful gold fur faded to white around his eyes and snout. His tail wagged slower, but it still wagged every time I walked through the door, even when he struggled to stand. The day the vet came, I sat beside him on the living room rug, playing our favorite soft jazz playlist. He gave one last big exhale and rested his head in my lap. I whispered, "You can go, baby. I'll be okay now. You did so good." And then, he was gone. The guilt afterward was crushing. What if I'd waited one more day? What if he wanted to hang on just a little longer? But the truth is, I think he stayed as long as I needed, not as long as he needed. Letting him go was the kindest thing I could do. It just didn't feel kind in the moment. It felt like I was breaking my own heart. I found MyDogDied.com in the middle of one of those nights where sleep felt impossible. I Googled, "How do you survive losing your dog?" and your site came up. I clicked on a story and just started sobbing. But it was a good kind of cry. The kind where you feel seen. I didn't feel alone anymore. Reading other people's letters helped me put words to my own pain. And now, I'm writing mine. Thank you, Don, for giving us all a place to remember. A place where our grief is honored, not rushed. With love and tears, Sara. Thank you for sharing Rockie's life with us. Not just the loss, but the legacy. He sounds like a gentle soul, with a heart that beat in rhythm with yours. I could almost see him, resting his chin on your knee, following your every step, loving you through the years with unwavering devotion. This idea of a Velcro dog, I've heard it before, but in Rockie's case, it sounds like he wore that badge with honor. What a beautiful bond you two shared, and how brave you were, in the end, to do the one thing that hurt the most, because it was also the most loving. Grief, as I've learned reading letters like yours, is the price we pay for loving deeply. But you also reminded us that with grief comes gratitude. You had 17 years, and though it will never be enough, it was everything while it lasted. I hope others who find themselves in the same painful place you were, second-guessing, grieving, aching, will take comfort in Rockie's story. You let him go with dignity, you let him go in love, and because of that, he will never really leave you. Rest easy, sweet Rockie. You were, without a doubt, one of the greats. Don Barnes.
Your love for your pet never fades, and neither should your support. If you're grieving, don't go through it alone. Visit MyDogDied.com or call us at 85-5925-2658 and connect with those who truly understand. Healing starts here. Remember, if you like this video, please support us with a like, subscribe, and share. If you have a story that you would like to tell us, your dog stories at MyDogDied.com at gmail.com.